I'll do a full goal review. So I'll go to my 100 goals I wrote for 2022, and I'll go back through and celebrate them all over again. So if you're doing this with a significant other, you're like, all right, this one, and they're like, that one. And you're like, high five, this one, and like, that one. And you just boom, 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 boom. It's a blast. By the way, you can put this in any order you want, doesn't matter. Whatever goals that you did not achieve, you can carry them forward to 2023. Oh, these 20 goals I didn't do this year, just carry them forward. So relive the photos and the memories, write the lessons, go look at all the goals, then look at your top 10 goals. If what I'm saying right now doesn't make sense, it will, because we're going to teach you how to do this for next year. Because in order to recap this year, for it to work perfectly, you'd have to know how to create the year. Evaluate your top 10, score them as a percentage of completion. This is important. Many of you think in terms of right and wrong, or pass or fail. I had a goal to make $500,000 this year. I only made $400,000. I failed the goal. No, you didn't. You achieved 80% of the goal. You achieved 80% of the goal. That's a very different perspective than you failed the goal. I had a goal of losing 25 pounds this year. I only lost 20. Fail. That's not a fucking fail. Like, you achieved whatever that percentage is, 87% of that goal. It's amazing. I had a goal to travel to 4 new countries this year. We only did 2. Fail. Nope. 50% success. This isn't school. This is your life. It's meant to feel good. Your goal is not to just make yourself feel like shit all the time. What percentage of the goal did you achieve, and celebrate that and give yourself credit for that and honor that. That should feel awesome. Specifically, if you set the goals correctly, because goals are supposed to be hard, or they're supposed to stretch you. So if you achieved 80% of something that was already a stretch, fuck yeah. Awesome job. And if not getting 100% makes you mad, that's not you, that's how you were trained in school. You were trained 91 out of 100 is an A minus, and 90 out of 100, 80 out of 100 is a B minus, and you're now really approaching average at a B minus. C minus, you're approaching fail. D, 60%, you're one away from a failure. If you had a goal of making $10 million and you only made 5.9,
Perspective. Yeah.
Some fucking failure. Well, 59 out of 100 right. Failure. Right? It's like, no. And then score your year as an average of those top 10. So it's like, all right, 87%, 60%, and you add them all up. Okay, this year I achieved 58% of my top 10 goals. Well, then you got a 58%. Well, that's terrible. No, that's just what your school brain tells you. It's relative. It's relative to how hard the goals are. The goals are super easy and you should have done 150% of them, then shame on you for setting shitty goals and doing nothing. And you just averaged your way into the 58%. It's relative. If the goals are really hard and you did 60% of them, that's fantastic. It's all relative to you and what you're setting. I've never had a year past 71% of my top 10. I've never had a year. 72, maybe 71.7. 72% is the highest I've ever achieved my top 10 goals.
Do you run your goal list to someone that you trust so they can be like, you're shooting high, or like this is good for what you're trying to achieve, someone like that knows you really well?
Early on, for sure. It was me and my business partners are always like, we had each other's stuff. But as you continue in the path, maybe not. You might have a mentor for this goal and a mentor for that. It's probably different, right? So it's like, if your top 10 are made up of different things, you're not going to your business mentor to help you dial in your fitness goal. you can go to your fitness mentor. Any other questions on this?
That's awesome.
So we're still talking about recapping. Relive the memories. Write down the lessons. Look through all your goals for the year. Score your top 10. Give yourself a score. And then lastly, close out the year. Write yourself a closing entry for 2022. Retire that journal. You should have a very beautiful, powerful opening message for the year and a very powerful, beautiful closing message for the year. And when you're gone and we don't see you anymore and you give all those journals to your kids and your grandkids, all they got to do is read the opening and the closing of each year. You know how fucking cool that is? Like, oh shit, we need to dive into lesson of volume 18, season 18, let's go. Season 18 of Mom, this is going to be a doozy. Look at this message.